But they said like we need to do it, and I said yeah, of course. Okay, then we can do it. Like I was not that crybaby, if I say so. That was not the point. I was actually really happy with like the new environment in around the team. I think people are just talking too much on internet, and I think I don't really care about it that much.
Welcome, Mouse fans. We have Brollan here today with us, our newest member of the Fifth. He's on loan from NIP. How are you doing today?
Very good, all good.
Yeah. How was your day today? Like, what did you do today?
Not much. I was sleeping. I had a kind of rough morning, but it was a long day yesterday, so I was trying to sleep a little bit more this day to actually try to prepare for like the media day and stuff. So I haven't done that much besides that.
You had some good food today?
I had some, what it's called, Indian food, but I'm not really that fan of it, but I think it was fine.
Okay. Let's kick off with some quick questions. Don't think too much about them, just answer what is on your mind. So let's start. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food must be burgers or like really good sushi.
Yeah, good sushi?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Where was the best sushi you had?
It's like it's like a place in Stockholm. It's like normal things, like some California rolls basically, but some more toppings out of it with like normal nigiri things around it. And I think it's really nice. I really love it.
So would you like to go to Japan and like try real sushi?
Maybe not the plans to go to Japan because I haven't really thought about it, but I mean it could be an option in the future, yeah.
Favorite animal? What is your favorite animal?
Dogs. I have 2 dogs at home, so kind of easy question.
Yeah. Is there like some type of dog that you really like?
Nah, not really. I mean, I have one Moody and one Australian Shepherd, and I mean they're both one big dog and one small dog, and I mean the bigger one is I've been with quite some time now, and he's an Australian Shepherd, and I think they're really cool dogs in general.
So you don't have a favorite?
Nah, I wouldn't say that, no.
Yeah. What kind of music do you listen to? Like you can say songs, bands, or genre.
The funny thing is that I never listen to music, basically.
Okay.
I only listen to music when I usually like when I try to like run at the treadmill or like going for a walk maybe sometimes, or either like warm up for practice officials, basically this stuff. But if I say one thing, I really like some Swedish summer music. I think it's really like I get more energy from it. Besides like this, I don't know, hectic kind of ish music. So basically now I'm listening to like Swedish midsummer music basically.
So which song do you like listen to the most right now? Yeah, you actually don't listen to music, huh?
No, that's the thing. Like I think there are many. What was it actually called? It's called Ensam with like Loam and Estraden. It's called.
Yeah. And so it's like slow
it's
music.
Yeah, it's just slow music. Ensam is like means alone.
So it's like a love song.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically just I don't know. I don't really care about
the lyrics.
Yeah, exactly. I just vibe to it basically. Nothing special.
Okay. What is your favorite game of all time?
CS:GO.
Except Counter-Strike.
League of Legends, I think.
League of Legends?
Yeah.
Did you play a lot?
Played it a lot. I played it more before, but I played it before I played Counter-Strike. I mean Counter-Strike Go, and yeah, I was playing it a lot since season 2 to season 5, maybe 6, and then I quit it for some seasons, and now I'm usually playing it a little bit as a hobby. Yeah, I think just when I have time, I try to like focus on other things and just chill playing with friends and these things.
Did you ever think about becoming pro in League of Legends?
like since they are living in Berlin 24/7, I don't really think I will be there, like going into that scene. But living with everyone 24/7, basically, it's maybe not my thing, and it could be a cool thing to do. I was thinking about it, like in my early days, we want to be a professional player, but I think I don't think League of Legends was like my type of game to become pro on it. So.
Mm. You already mentioned that you sometimes listen to music before a match. Do you have like any other rituals before matches?
Like I just do the basic stuff, play some aimbots, play some deathmatch if I can, and yeah, I just try to relax as much as possible. As I said, I really like to listen to like hype music, so I get in the mood. Like, I think it's really nice to listen to like the big, how is it, like the motivation kind of itch music to the deathmatch, and then I listen to some like breathing exercises and these things for games. Yeah, and I think that's it. Like nothing special. Maybe like take a soda or something that I really like to do, to just keep calm and do the things.
Does your routine change between online games and LAN games?
Yeah, only with the deathmatch, for example, because you can't deathmatch. I mean, obviously you can deathmatch on LAN before you go to the venues, but like at the setups you can't really deathmatch. So yeah, it's only aimbot from there.
Okay. Let's try some tougher questions, but yeah, keep in mind to just say what you think about first. What do you love the most about being an esports pro?
The competition, I would say, because the competition means a lot. I don't really thinking about. It's maybe a weird answer, but I really think. I think it's really weird to live without competition in some way, because I really like to like prove myself, if I say so, and like win things, win trophies, basically win some achievements, and yeah, I think that's like one of the things. But I really enjoy to like travel, and maybe not like travel like with the actual travel days, but I really like to explore cities, for example, and these things. And yeah, I really like to just win basically, and that's, I think, is a good opportunity to have if you're professional.
Let's talk about the other side of being an esports pro. What do you hate the most about being an esports pro?
That you can't plan that much from like the freedom you have, for example. Like it's really hectic schedule, and you can't really plan with your family, girlfriend, if you can take a vacation, or if you can go for something in the weekends. Like you didn't really know that much about it. And yeah, I think that's it. I mean, obviously I'm always traveling pretty much, and yeah, it's hard to see like, hard to like just be far away from like friends and family and like my girlfriend and these things.
Is it getting tougher the older you become?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because it was, I really enjoyed to live like this, but I think like in the early days, basically I had no girlfriend then, and then before that, yeah, I was just really a small kid that was just traveling and enjoy everything. I always enjoy it as well like now, but it was just a new thing to me, for example.
Did also maybe COVID play a part in it, right? During COVID,
Yeah.
you guys were like at home most of the time.
Yeah. No, I think COVID was a big part of it, of course. Because of like we were home for like only like two years, I think. We just traveled to one tournament basically, and I think it was just not fun. Maybe I think it was maybe not a thing. I mean, obviously like I think COVID was in some way maybe some good experience to really enjoy life, because like you basically can't really do anything if there was COVID. Like I'm living in Sweden, so we didn't have that much restrictions and stuff. But I think it was, I mean, a good experience overall. But like, the online era was just not fun to play. I would say.
Yeah. And when you went back to online, did it feel different than before, or was it just the same, like always?
No, I think it was like I usually was not. I was using like before COVID, I was not nervous when I came to lands. It was maybe with the confidence and stuff, but like when I don't really remember exactly what the first tournament was, but yeah, some nerves came back and it was really hectic, I would say.
Yeah, but you're good now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I would try to work on it.
Yeah. Last, like kind of quick question: if you're stranded on a lonely island, what 3 items would you take with you?
Oh my god, I don't know. Some proper food. I would probably like basically you don't have electricity, but if I can bring my PC because it's of my life. And then it would be good with some company, I think. But I don't know if I should take that.
That's not a thing.
No, I don't think so. So yeah, basically, okay, PC, food, and a bed.
Okay, but you don't have electricity there. You don't have internet there.
I mean,
what
you
is
have
PC?
it. I think you have it.
Okay, okay. Let's leave it at that. Let's talk about more serious topics. Yeah. Everyone know that you're on loan with us now from NIP. I think the question that I have is why did you decide to like join us for this loan period now?
I think it's a good opportunity to prove myself again, and I think like doubt everyone. I would say like I think many have so many questions mark against me, and I think I'm one of the guys who can actually like come back. I would say like perform well if I have the team around me. And I think like basically I think the past year I haven't really had experience with a really good team. I would say it just like withdrawal wise and these things was a really big factor that I was not comfortable in NLP, for example, and that led to like bad results and bad performances, I would say. But now I feel that I have a team that they know what they're doing. For example, I think all of our guys in the rows are top 5 in the world on them, and I think like I haven't played a new role with like lurking and these things. I haven't really done that much before, but I really enjoy it now, and I think it's just like a good experience for me to learn like new things, and obviously like Mouse are top 3 in the world right now, so it's not like it was really easy to say yes. Besides like I got some offers, of course, like from either tier 2 teams or like big orgs, but yeah, I would say like Mouse was like a big thing because like obviously I was standing in Blast as well, so it was really easy for me to just say yes because I felt really comfortable and yeah, in game and both inside the game and like outside the game. So
yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to talk with you. It was kind of a unique situation, right? Like where you had like 2 steps of deciding, right?
Yeah.
Before just like standing in for us. What did you think about that when that came on the table, that you could like stand in for us for Abu Dhabi?
No, it was really. I mean, it was obviously like a normal evening for me playing with friends. I just checked where like someone texted me and Mouse texted me, of course. Then, I mean, it was just a weird feeling, I would say, because I was not maybe expecting it, because obviously like I was always trying to like standing in Blast, but they maybe like can be like a permanent as well, they said. And I took the opportunity like 100 like as I think this was just a so big motivation to me, because I had some like things in my like thoughts about me maybe skipping the Copenhagen major, and I was really sad about it because I wanted really to compete, and that was just like get the opportunity, and the message from Mouse was really like a motivation boost for me to like prove myself again, as I said. And yeah, I think just.
So you went to Blast with the mindset, I'm going to prove myself for them, that I could also be like a longer solution, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly. I know that I can be a top player, basically, and just needed to prove it. And then I wanted to like be ready for it as well. that was just things watching when they play with Frozen, for example, and just these things, and like be fully prepared from day one. And I thought I did it really good, and there was a lot of pressure on me because, like, obviously if you don't perform on the standing tournament on blast, I will maybe not be here. So like, there was a lot of pressure on me, but I think I handled it pretty well, and yeah, I'm really happy. Like about the results, I think we could maybe actually go further, but I think the results were so like approved. So yeah.
So you said like you were happy when you got the message from Maus. How did that experience in Abu Dhabi like influence your decision, or maybe your view on Maus as well?
No, I think just a really good kind of people that I really enjoyed to be around. I obviously like they're the same age as me, so it was not that hard to like come into the team. They are really friendly, and like they're very welcoming to me. So it was not that hard to come. But yeah, I think just try to be more social as a person. I wanted to be, and I think always try to work on it like most of the times as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I say like that was a really good experience for me, and I really enjoyed it.
Did something like really surprise you? Maybe was it surprising to you that it was that smooth?
No, I think just overall the team around how they are approaching things, how they are as a players, and how they are like playing in their roles, for example. And I think everyone like surprised me, but I think Sergio is one of the most surprising factor to me, because I thought like it's really hard to see how they are as a person or how they are in game and these things, but it's a really big factor why everything is going around basically, I think, because yeah.
I mean, I was pretty surprised when I met you in Abu Dhabi. I was expecting you to be very shy, maybe not like antisocial, but like you had like this impression that you'll not be like the fun guy.
Yeah.
Let's say it that way. But yeah, when I arrived there from the get-go, I think you mesh very well with the guys, and that was to me very surprising.
Yeah.
And
no, I think the overuse around me is that I'm maybe not like the guy who is happy and these things. I always try to be not that social, but I haven't really got the opportunity to not approve, but actually try to. I haven't got the opportunity to like speak outside of the of the
team content.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I'm not doing that much interviews and these things because, like, I haven't really got the opportunity to do it basically, and I mean, it's just many people are doing it more than others, and yeah, I think like I don't know, like some people I don't think like many knows how I am as a person, like besides CS, and yeah, I think it's just that it.
But didn't it bug you a bit, like reading all the stuff about you and you knowing that's not you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think like people are just talking too much on internet, and I think I don't really care about it that much. I really know that who I am as a person and in game. I mean, obviously, I'm maybe not that guy who likes to smile and these things because, first of all, like I have like two. That's why I'm not smiling. Is like I really don't like my teeth, for example, because I really think they're really ugly and these things, and that's one thing. And just obviously try to maybe shout that more than before, but when I was back in Fnatic, I didn't really like to shout that much because I was really need to like save my energy and be more focused in game, but that was working for me. So yeah, I mean, because like in NAP, like we needed to actually like force the emotions basically, and I think it was really not that right to do for myself. So yeah.
So here, some other people are shouting for you.
Yeah, I mean, they are shouting a lot. So I maybe ordered like the fourth guy who's like shouting the most. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not true that you don't like smiling. I mean, if the camera is off, we see you smile a lot.
I mean, obviously, yeah, of course, but there are any cameras on, if I say so.
Yeah.
Photos, these things.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the storylines. One obvious one that doesn't make sense, right? With your loan now to Mouse is that you don't prefer playing in international teams. What is your view on that, like storyline of you not preferring international teams?
Yeah, no, I think the community, the casters and analysts, whatever, I think they don't really understand what things are around that. And basically, it's a long story, but I can make it short. I think like when we went international with Fnatic in 2021, they told me that they want to go international, and I said I'm not fully prepared for it, or how do you say it? I'm not really like I don't want to do it basically in some way, because I thought that we maybe can like do other things in the Swedish scene. But they said like we need to do it, and I said yeah, of course, okay, then we can do it. Like I was not that crybaby, if I say so. That was not the point. I was really happy with like the new environment in around the team. But yeah, then obviously I left Fnatic for NIP, and then like yeah, Karin comment. I think I have never said out to the medias that I did not want to like speak English and these things. I never spoke about it. But it's just things are like around the scene is like people are talking that like very much, and like if you can just hear it one interviews, everyone's gonna like come up with the thread or like going on the train, I would say. But it's just basically one thing that Karin said is maybe that I was not the biggest fan to go international back in 2021, and that was the whole point. That was the point, but I was never doubting to go. I was just not the biggest fan to do it back in the day, and now I'm really happy to go international, because I think like the Swedish scene. Basically, when I went to NIP, I wanted to go back to the Swedish scene because I think NRP was just a big, like a Swedish team, of course. But when we basically didn't have an APR in the scene, it was really hard to grind and like be one of the best. And when we went internationally in NIP again, like they told us basically in NIP, like in 2022 or whatever, when we signed Alexi, that we needed a change, and I was like, yeah, of course. I mean, I always knew that we needed a change in the end, and I think like going nationals is just a new thing for everyone, and like everyone is going nationals. So it was like Sweden scene is not that what they were, and I don't. Of course, it's always gonna be fun to speak Swedish, but I think internationally it's a new thing. Everyone's gonna do it, and I was just I'll go on the train basically.
So to summarize, it was never like a black or white decision, right?
No,
like it's not like 100%. I want to go Swedish.
No. It was just I got an offer from NIP back in days, and then just took it, and it was just nothing. Obviously, I want to speak Swedish in that point, but it was just not like I don't really want to go to. I did not left Fnatic because they were English, for example. It was not that point.
Yeah. And now you come to us. I think it's actually your first team without another Swede in the team. So how is it now, like being a full international team, like every player from a different country?
No, it's weird, of course, but I think as I said, like a good experience to learn how other people are, and like not only Swedes, because I think maybe the Swedish people are maybe like I said, like I'm myself, like a bit like shy, these things, maybe looking at the game in different ways, and I think yes, it's a really good experience to know new personalities and how they are as a person basically, and yeah, I think that could be like a good experience in game, but like outside of game as well.
When you got the news of being on loan now from Mouse, what was your feeling like in that moment when you read that message?
It was I was so, how do you say it?
Relieved?
Yeah, relieved, because it was so hectic. I believe it was really hectic after the Blast tournament that I did, like for example, like so I always try to like have a deal with each other, and I'm not a fan to. It's not really a nice thing to try to get a deal, you know, these things. I think it's really hectic and get a lot of stress from it. But in the end, I was really relieved how everything went. And yeah, after I was, as I said, like I was really sad in some way when maybe I thought like they maybe not going through, for example, because then I'm maybe gonna miss up the Copenhagen major, and then I'm maybe gonna miss like half a year next year. And there was just many thoughts in my head basically, and it was just okay, I'm gonna be home for like half a year and don't do anything basically.
So you didn't have like a second option?
I mean, obviously I had second options, but there was a really tight schedule with everything because everyone's gonna sign every single team before the RMR qualifiers, and I was probably I took the risk that I will go in with the mouse, so everyone just basically signed like all the players basically before I really had the how to say it, like 100% I'm gonna join. So it was a lot of risk.
Yeah. Let's talk a bit about the boot camp here. I mean, you've been here since how many days is it? 7, 8, I think.
8, yeah.
8.
8, 9 maybe. No.
Yeah. How was your first boot camp with Mouse?
It was really fun. I've been here at Kingwin before, so I've been here. But yeah, it was really fun experience to see they are working as a team, and like the first boot camp, as I said, and yeah, really nice. Like how other teams are approaching how to work with everything basically. And yeah, I think it's really nice to actually travel to another country to boot camp instead of like, I mean, obviously in NIP we had boot camp in Sweden, in Stockholm, like 5 minutes from my home. It was just maybe a weird feeling to have sometimes. So I think it's really nice to actually travel and like be in a facility like this. It's really nice. And yeah, I think we had a really good boot camp before going to the close qualifiers, and we managed to go through. And immediate qualifiers is always a stressful thing to have compared to other tournaments. So it was really nice to actually like qualify. Yeah. Besides, I mean, obviously we went 3-2, but I think like I don't really care about it.
Yeah. But how was the day, like for you yesterday?
It was really like I was not that worried, to be honest, like going through, because it's really, if you go 2-0 in the first day, I think you're always through basically, because the deciders games 5 go through of 6. So I was not that stressed. I think the Spirit game was really rough, and it was really good experience for us as a team to like lose and get stomped, because yeah, like we just needed to like start hot and just be ready for the game, but we weren't there. And I think it's really, yeah, it's a good experience to like have for the further tournaments. And yeah, like a good reset we had, and against Prezi, I think we had a really good reset. We know we know where like our map pool is now basically, and I think it's just, obviously it's maybe not fun to lose, but it's good. You just take the losses with you, and like yes, a like good experience to have like in upcoming practices, weekends, or these things to improve on.
So you have something to look back on and fix, yeah?
Yeah, to like watch demos or whatever. It's like just watch.
Yeah. Any last words to maybe like Mouse fans, what they can maybe expect from the team and from you? You can also look into the camera for that, if you want.
I can look at you.
No, look at the camera.
I'm not really good at this, to be honest, but thank you for the support. I'm new to the team. I will really appreciate if you handle me well, if I say so. No, but I really appreciate everything, like the good welcome from everyone, and yeah, the support we get, like behind the scenes. It's really helpful for every one of us, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you, bro, for the time, and wish you good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.